Yeah, feels good.
Hi, everybody. Welcome.
Welcome, everyone.
Hi,
Yeah.
Aley. How are you doing?
Uh-huh. I'm doing okay. I'm kind of an airhead. We've just been talking about some old Saturday Night Live skits and
$1 million.
oh, Mr. Dr. Evil. What was his cat's name? He had a cat that was
Oh my
had a
God.
really weird name.
Right?
Mr. something. He called him
Yeah, it
Mr.
was
something.
Mr. Something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was. You guys remember what? Mr. Biggles? Mr. Biggles. That's
Mr.
it.
Biggles.
Mr.
Oh,
Biggles.
which is
Yes.
such a cute name. And who does that sound like? Oh my God. Oh, it's just hilarious.
It
So,
is. It's hilarious.
we got a good crowd coming in here now. Christine's here. Candy Mullins here. Rossi, hello, beautiful. Willow Love, welcome.
Yeah.
And Willow is your newest member.
Newest member. Thanks, Willow. That's so wonderful to see. Christine's happy about it too, I see. So, well,
Yeah.
you can watch all the members in stuff that's ever been done right now. If you're interested in it, you should have that access. So enjoy it. And next month we'll be having another members meeting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Hi, Akila. Hi, Nancy. And the other thing that you get with the Aley on the members, I feel as a member, because I'm a member, is that you don't have to worry about administrative things. Like you are, Aley is just so filled with so much wisdom. I swear, really true, and intuition, and it's a joy to see because I'm like, whoa, this little Buddha Vista I didn't know. I mean, I knew you were good,
Buddha
but
Vista. Yeah. Thank you, Teri. Thank you.
yeah, so true. Hey, Galactic Fire T-shirts and tattoos. Long time no see.
Wow. And Kimberly Canoe is here. Nice to see you, Kimberly.
Yeah.
Did we say hi to I don't remember if we Seascape and
I didn't see Seascape.
yeah, Candy Mullen is here. Yeah, Candy Mullen. Didn't you have her on your channel with you?
Yeah. I saw Candy. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, she was on, and she was on with Nancy Jean this week too.
Oh, excellent. I'll have to check it out. And there's Susie too.
Susie's here. I'm going to be on Dr. Jean's channel tomorrow with Susie.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's going to be fun.
I know there's a lot of stuff going on up there, right? Lots of galactic energies moving and shifting and yeah.
Yeah, wow. There's so much coming in. Did I just say Dr. Jean? I think I did. Dr. Gale's channel.
Dr. Gale.
Yeah. Skywalk in the Moon. And it's really quite interesting because she's so good at it. And I get a taste of it, but I feel like every time I'm with her, I get a lot more in.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You didn't know it was that kind of show, did you, people?
No, Donna. I look like I had my bathrobe on it, and no, I don't. So, hi, Fi, and Carolyn and Peter are here.
Yeah, Carolyn and Peter. Yeah. I hope you're doing better. And
if it helps, I didn't see what Teri sent, and I didn't sleep either. So,
yeah. I explained that this morning. I bought a mask at the thrift store, and I'm pretty good about letting things sit and blessing them before I bring them in the house, because I've got a little antique stall, and it was a Mexican dance mask, and it was vintage, quite old, and it's Mexican folk art, and it was highly unusual. But Carolyn said,
It reminds me of the show I saw about the haunted dolls, that some people have dolls that are haunted. It sounds crazy. It sounds like Chucky or something, but it does happen if, with like voodoo or something, I don't know, that they put in the dolls. So, you're doing fine. Well, that's good, dear. Hi, Gerald. Hi, Gerald.
Gerald.
Yeah. Nice to see you.
One of the best chatters.
I know it. We're going to be on his show on Monday. We're going to finish up our Spectral World talk, because when we tried to do it, I kept leaving and I had no internet. So we had to reschedule it. I'm looking forward to it.
Good. Yeah, I don't do dolls either, Christine.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, and Gerald, I think we're going to be on together with Betsy, isn't it this week? This coming week?
Oh, wow.
I think so.
Just busy, busy. All of us are busy.
All of us are busy. We're getting her done. That's done. Right. For $1 million.
For $1 million. You know what else I love that he did was Linda Richman, Coffee Talk with Linda Richman. Wait, I'm getting verklempt. Talks amongst yourselves. The Civil War was neither civil or a war.
Oh my gosh.
That was his mother-in-law he was parodying. I don't even think he's married to her, the lady, anymore, but that was his mother-in-law was one of those, she was a mensch, she was a Jewish woman that talked with her hands and did all that. So that's why he did that.
I love it. Yeah. He was good, man. Or he is good. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so speaking of which, speaking of being good, today it's oracles and archetypes.
Thank you.
So, the best is when Babs visited, Rossi says, as in Barbara.
Oh, yes. Baba Wawa.
Baba Wawa. Oh, yay. Thank you, Gerald. I have it on my schedule that way, but I know I mentioned once. I think I thought it was last week. And so you have to be careful about the hand-carved items. Oh, because the intent when made, Carolyn. That makes perfect sense.
It's actually the same way when you're eating food that someone's making. If you don't know their intention, if they're angry, that can come up in the food.
Yeah. That makes sense because it does, doesn't it? Like you can be at a restaurant and you can get the vibe when you walk in.
You can.
If they're not happy,
yeah,
don't stay.
And there is something about that. It's called pattern recognition. And I went to a whole seminar on it, and it's fabulous and fascinating. You can, and part of it's your intuition, as you well said. You could feel the vibe. So,
wow, interesting. So, my darling, who did you pick today?
I picked a representation of all of us in some way. Hi, Mary Thornberry. It's good to see you. In the 50s, I believe it was, Albert Camus, who wrote The Stranger, wrote about the myth of Sisyphus. And so I'm going to talk about Sisyphus today. And it's a legend of a man who defied the gods. And he put death in chains so that no human needed to die. When death was eventually liberated and it came time for Sisyphus to die, he concocted a deceit, which let him escape from the underworld. But after capturing him, the gods decided that his punishment would last for eternity. He would have to push a rock up a mountain. Upon reaching the top, the rock would roll down again, leaving Sisyphus to start over every single time. Wow. Camus sees Sisyphus as the absurd hero who lives his life to the fullest, hates death, and is condemned to a meaningless task. So he really he's saboteur is one of the archetypes that this embodies. He did it to himself, and I don't know. He just sounds like somebody else we know. Change the rules. Like a president can have complete immunity, but if he becomes the president, then he's going to, change his mind, and but Joe wouldn't. It goes on and on. He's a slave for the rest of his life to what he does because he has to roll the rock back up there. Some ways he's a warrior, but I get the kind of warrior that's maybe upside down, the shadow warrior. Trading ethical principles for victory at any cost. He didn't understand suffering, but now he suffers daily because of it. He probably feels himself to be a victim. And he's a servant in the way that he is the slave, if you know what I mean. He has to be a servant. In order for him to continue, he has to roll that rock up the hill. One of the things about Sisyphus, and it's has to do with existentialism, is called absurdism, which means that life is meaningless, and the only meaning we get out of life is what we make ourselves. So in this case, if you can almost take Sisyphus to a whole new level. If you think about all of us, we really are tied to the rock we have to roll up the hill when we work, when we have when we have to clean the house, we have to do the groceries, we have to take care of kids, we blah 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 blah. And we have condemned ourselves to a sort of an absurd life. We think we're free, but we're really not free, because we have to push this rock daily in order to sustain where we are and to have some kind of balance. So, I mean, it's not a really good archetype. Nobody really wants it. But every time he comes back to start anew, Camus says, it's during the return, that pause, that Sisyphus interested him. A face that toils so close to stones is already a stone itself. I see that man going back down with a heavy yet measured step toward the torment of which he will never know the end. This is a truly tragic moment when the hero becomes conscious of his wretched condition.
Wow.
Amazing. When I read this the first time, I was just blown away by it. And, I said to my students, when we talk about it, I say, okay, so you have to do this every day. You got to roll, got to go to work, got to go to da. And they were like, well, then why should we even be here? Let's kill ourselves. That kind of an attitude.
Yeah,
and it's like, it is. But we signed up to do all those things. And in order to live, we have to do those things, because they bring in income, they bring in, whatever it is into our lives. So our rock may not be as big as a boulder as Sisyphus, but there are things that we have to roll up the hill. And when we don't rest at night, especially, we're not refreshed the next day, and we know we still got to roll that rock. So anyway, not to be depressed, but very, very fascinating look at it. Earth School. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that, Karen. I like that a lot. Yeah, I feel that way sometimes. And I know when my kids were younger, in particularly, I felt that way. And it was like, but I'd always think, I'm the adult in the room. I have the power to change this. This does not have to be. Now, I didn't think of it immediately. I won't say that, but after I would get really upset about something, I'd think, you can change that, that dynamic, how that works, just by changing like our awareness of it, right?
Right. That's true. And so that's why it's a good thing to know about in our own particular lives. Our attitude might change it. Very good. Yeah, that's absolutely true.
Yeah. Karen, I think a lot of us are going through that right now. A lot of us here have been talking about waking up at 3, at 2:30, at 4.
We're never going to sleep. That too.
Yeah, there's that too. And then also that everything does seem heavy right now. Like you hear the news and there's a war and, whatever, stock market, whatever. And it's just kind of like, okay, just crazy time. So, but then when we look at it, really, it's a golden age of science right now.
Yeah. And humanities, actually. We have some really beautiful stuff coming out. So very true.
Yeah.
But it's a futility. Sisyphus recognizes this is futile, because it's always going to come back down. And he says, when he accepts the certainty of his fate, he's free to realize the absurdity and reach a state of contented acceptance. And that's where we have to say, yeah, I know every day I got to roll that rock, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But there's nothing I can do about it. So why don't I just do it and shut up about it? It's kind of that, Yeah. Yeah. And you have to count on imagining that eventually this just becomes something. I'm going to roll it this way today. I'm going to push up a little bit and then find different ways of dealing with it, but still knowing the next day is going to be the same way. And this is the way it is in concentration camps, as explained by Viktor Frankl. he said if everybody was upset, how are we going to get out of here? Oh my God, they would die very, very soon. They didn't live very long. They willed their death. But people like him, he thought in his mind about his home and his family and what he'd do when he got out. And he ended up just amazingly being transferred from place to place in the concentration camps and actually being getting out at the end. So.
Brene Brown did it really interesting. I think it was a book, and then I listened to it on audio about something like this about how some people were positive thinking in the concentration camps, and those were the ones that really lost their will to live.
They did.
People that were very circumstanced about it. This is what I have. What am I going to do?
What am I going to do? Yeah, I can choose to not have a reaction. Because he said, when you're in circumstances that are strange, then you have to give a strange response. And so he was talking. In Viktor Frankl was talking about everybody had to bring a slop bucket, where everybody would go to the bathroom, and then at the end of the day, one person had to bring the slop bucket back. And he's sitting on this thing, and all the slop is coming off coming off, and he says. He just sat there because if he had made any kind of, they would have come and beat him for making it. So he had to accept his fate. And I think that's what we're dealing with now is that people won't accept their fate, but they also won't accept their responsibility to what they did to create that fate. So I think it's just a good idea to think about it.
Yeah, I love that.
You're right, Lori. Yes, your present moment awareness. That's right.
Yeah, living in the now. Yeah, it really is. Yeah, when you're getting through it,
Yep.
And there are times in our lives when we have to get through it.
Yep.
So, right. I, on the other hand.
I hope you have a cheerier $1 million.
How about $22 million?
No, $22 million. Maybe that's what they'll charge Trump.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I'm doing Diana, Princess of Wales. I decided to do a princess.
Very nice. Very nice. I love her. Very nice.
Yeah. Plus, we've got the full moon. It's Diana.
Yeah.
So,
perfect.
And Diana just showed up. As speaking of the princess, so she was born. And on, let me see, somewhere I have that. Oh, yeah. So she was born. No, that's not right. She was born in 1970, I think. Oh, it doesn't matter.
63. Okay. 63, I think.
Was that it? Okay, that's right, because she's not that much younger than me. And she died. No, she got married on July 29th. I'm sorry, I was trying to find that number.
That's okay.
July 29th is my birthday. And it was a lot of things that happened were very close. Like I was going through a divorce at the same time that she would.
Oh.
I was going, she got married on my birthday and I watched it all day. A lot of things. Anyway, so she was the first English woman in 300 years to marry an heir to the throne, which was quite interesting. Her family estate is in Norfolk, England, which is over by the coast. And it's very close to Sandringham. In fact, she was neighbors with the Queen there. And Sandringham is where they go for Christmas every year. And I've been there. It's my favorite castle in England. Wow. Like the people there are so charming because it's you go and you visit and it's all the people that work for her. And they're so happy. Like we talked about going into a restaurant where everybody's happy and you can tell that the meal's going to be incredible.
Yes. Yeah.
You walk into this castle. And it's charming, just amazing. Yeah. She had 2 sons, of course, 2 princes. Her dad was an earl, and her parents were divorced, and her mom married a fellow that made wallpaper. Now, he was probably 3 times as rich as the earl, but that's what he did, which was probably a funky thing back then, right? So,
William, what's his name? Morris. He made his life on wallpaper, so maybe people shouldn't be so judgmental. Yeah,
he was an artist. Oh my God! If you have a William Morris paper or fabric, forget about it. Forget about it.
Yeah, Forget it.
Vacant.
I'm loving this, Teri. I'm really loving this. This is great.
So she went to all the best schools, and then she finally went to finishing school in Switzerland, got a job as an au pair to an American couple in England, and then met the prince. Well, she met him quite a few times, but I think he got really serious about looking for someone, and she had to be of good family. Right. She had to be, and which their families went way, way back. She had to be young. I think she had to be a virgin. You know,
I also think they tested her to see if she could have kids and all that. I think so. Yeah.
And pliable, young and pliable. That's me putting that on. That's not, Yeah. Anyway, so when she was at school, she studied dance and domestic science. So she was groomed for this life.
Really? You mean she was like a home ec girl?
Kind of. Like never. Okay. Oh, maybe she did cook sometimes. Who knows? Whatever. Anyway, so they married July 29th, my birthday. We finally found that number. And blah, 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 blah. Things happened. Camilla, I'm not going to go into all that because it's the boring part of it, I decided.
It's the Rottweiler part.
Yeah. She had many duties overseas, had hundreds of charities that she was the patroness of. And then when she left the marriage and they divorced, she kept that up, and she got to keep, I think, that title, Her Royal Highness.
She did.
Which is a big deal to be able to keep that. Carolyn says Peter's 10th great aunt was born at Althorp, Alice Spencer. Wow.
It's really cool.
Impressive, Carolyn.
Yeah, because she's Lady Diana Spencer was what she was a Spencer. Wow.
Yeah, she was a Spencer. So she went on helping people, and she kind of devoted her life to her children at that time and her charities. Also, she was very fashionable. So very involved in the arts and dancing and fun. And in fact, one of her dresses just sold recently for $325,000 at auction, right? $325,000.
There you go.
Yeah. And when she left, Charles, she got what was it? $22.5 million in cash, and $600,000 per year for the rest of her life is what she was supposed to get. Wow. Also, she received like she could use the jets, she could use apartments at Kensington Palace. Yeah. So yeah, Dr. Evil is totally our shtick today, right? Yeah. So she went on to work a lot with kids with AIDS. She was very, very, very involved in that when that was not a thing. She and Elton John and Elizabeth Taylor. And there was an interesting group that came together that people that you never would have thought of in proximity, right? Michael Jackson. That's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was an odd group. And they were really interesting. Then she dated around a little bit. She was dating Dodi Fayed, whose father owns, what's the name of that store?
He used to own Harrods. Yeah.
Harrods.
He's dead now, but yeah, he owned Harrods.
Yeah. His dad owned Harrods. Anyway, he had bought a ring, but he had given her a lot of things, very expensive things. So people say maybe they were getting married, but
not according to if you watch the new show.
Yeah.
They say that they were just really good friends, but he did leave his fiance for her.
Oh,
so he was engaged to this woman in LA that was a model, and she had a ring and everything, and he just left her. So yeah, it's very strange. Yeah.
Anyway, so they died in the car crash tragically in France. Her poor sons had to go through, the roads. And I remember, I think I was in Tuscaloosa, Alabama on business.
Tuscaloosa? Oh, my Lord.
Tuscaloosa, Alabama on business that day. And I remember just sitting there and crying and watching that go happen. Just amazing. Anyway, so I love the legacy that she left. Hypnicity. Rumor had it she was pregnant, but they tested the blood for everything.
Right.
Oh, right. Carolyn said he was on orders from his father.
He wanted her to get married to Dodie, and he was very intrusive. The father was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, she was kind of the damsel in distress when it started.
But she was such a strong woman. I think the thing I admire her most for is going into the mines, the landmines, and she walked through. She just did and she was just so beautiful. Her beauty radiated inside and out. Really.
Yeah, and I think that's the epitome of somebody that's a light being, right? When we talk about being a light worker.
Yeah.
Everywhere she went, there was they couldn't get a bad picture of her. She just radiated light and love and compassion. So she was a visionary. That's capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. She also knew she and Sister Teresa were pretty close. I mean, they'd met, and it was so. I think we did.
Mother Teresa, you mean? Yeah. They died the same day.
Yeah. There was some odd stuff, and she and Elton were really close. So anyway, a lot of attributes for the mother. Nurtures, patience, unconditional love, joy, and giving birth to life. And she was the Good Samaritan, going out there with all sorts of people. I think she would hold babies with AIDS, and I think she was the first one that did that, and would touch, young men and women in the hospital with AIDS. And
when it was scared. People didn't know what it was, if it was catchy. She made it. She went in.
And she was a femme fatale while she was doing it.
God.
She was stunning beyond compare. So I just love her. And there were a lot of things that kind of drew me to her. I don't know everything about her, but Diana's here and she's driving. Yeah, walking behind her, broke your heart. Yeah,
it did,
Christine. Right?
Yeah,
it was so sad. So, I love what Mary says. She spread a real light onto the world, and I think it was a healing to us all. And a light that she left shines and guides. Yeah. And, say what you will about Harry and Meghan, and a lot of the press that they get, especially in the UK, is horrible. And my family in the UK, we don't talk monarchy. We're not going there.
But your brother's wife is British?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the kids are British and American, but they don't really. I mean, they come here every couple of years, so not very often. Yeah. But it's they're really hard on Harry and Meghan, and I just can't imagine for Harry what it's like to have his wife hounded. And then his mom had passed away from that. And that's a lot of trauma right there.
Well, Harry really didn't address his trauma until many years, being an adult. I mean, the poor guy went through, and that's very good. I read his book, and to me, it was understandable what he was saying about how he was feeling and what he was going through and how he didn't, he just went wild sort of. And that's anyway. Not as wild as his Uncle Andrew. So.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's another story, right? I don't think we're going to do him, but who knows? Yeah. She loved Dirty Diane by Michael Jackson, left it out of its concert out of respect, but she wanted to hear it.
She also was snuck into a pub with Freddie Mercury at one point, and she had an outfit on, that you couldn't tell who she was. Freddie took her in, and they had a great time, like partying at this pub. So everybody just adored her, and she was just one of the guys, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And so she had a very good balance of female and male energy, I think. So yeah.
Wow. So there's a kid that has a memory of her and believes that they are Diana.
Oh. Okay.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Peter said the room lit up when she walked in, and he cried for 3 days. Wow.
Yeah.
I would have I was painting room in my house at the time, and I couldn't get off riveted watching the television, but I really thought she'd make it. I really did. I guess she just had too many internal injuries.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can understand. Yep.
Yeah. And her being good friends with Elton John. So I used to date a man that worked for a record label that Elton was on. And we got to go to all his concerts when he was going around the country. So he would fly me in and I would go to the concerts. And at the time, Elton was running around with Johnny Versace.
Oh, he was.
Yeah. Names here, people.
Yep. You're dropping some names now. Yes.
And then Johnny dies.
That's right.
Johnny dies. Yeah. And we used to go by his house all the time because we lived in South Florida.
Oh, yeah.
It's just odd little things that always kind of drew me to her. It was like,
all these, pieces of a puzzle.
Yeah. All sorts of pieces of the puzzle. Yeah. Yeah. What is Lori saying, Sharon? Hi, Sharon. I don't know. I can't find it. Anyway,
she remembers her brother, crying. Yeah, told her.
Yeah. Oh,
we lost so many people.
Yeah, so many people back then, Lori. It was so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember that, and friends that had it, and we'd have parties and stuff, and you just you didn't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was horrible. Dream life, yeah. Yeah. So sorry. It was so painful for you. Sharon's so sweet. All right. So that brought the room down again.
Boy, we're just bringing everybody down. Well, maybe we should do a song.
Right. There's Sherry. Hello, Sherry. I'm going to be on Sherry's channel.
Yes.
It'll be the first time we get together finally. Yeah. And I lost several friends from AIDS too. Good friends.
Yeah.
So, one of my business partners.
Oh,
it was sad.
It is.
Ethnicity lost a nephew. I'm so sorry, dear. Hi, Linda. Hi, Colorful Foresight. Yeah. I'm looking forward to the day too. So, if anybody would like an oracle card or $2 million, or an
Mr. Giggles.
Yeah, right. I own several friends from COVID too. Yeah. I mean, there's been these pandemics, right?
Yeah.
And they do make us stop and think.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
Kind of a reset. Yeah. Okay, Willow, got you. Gotcha. Oh, wow. Sharon says it was a painful time. She participated in a 3-year research program at Hopkins. Wow.
You did? That's wonderful. Yeah.
Good on you.
It was one of those things, though, that you couldn't stop. It was like COVID. You have to find out what's wrong, but you can't immediately stop it because you don't have anything that can do that. And at the time, I remember early in the AIDS pandemic, they said, you only can get it if you're gay. You don't, if you're a heterosexual and you have unprotected sex, no problem. Well, of course, that's crazy. That's just crazy.
Yeah. Now we know better.
Yeah.
Hi, Bora. How are you? Yeah.
Christine Fryer wants a reading, a card. Okay. All right, you can get down. I know you don't like me futzing over here. All right. I know, but I'm doing something right now. No, don't do that.
The baby.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, good. Hi, Perrette White. How are you?
Who's here?
Perrette.
Oh, hi, Perrette.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, we can get started here. We got 9 people.
Absolutely. Yeah. Hypnicity wants one. All right.
Oh, good. Okay, I'll get you hypnicity. Okay. And Willow Love, your newest member.
I just love your mandala.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And I I color those in adult coloring books if I get a chance. I like to do them though with the kind of pens that are sparkly, that have little sparkles on them. You colored it. Okay. It's beautiful. You did a wonderful job.
Wow.
Willow, high five, girl. I love to color. Yep, I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
That's been something nice about having my daughter home as we are doing art together.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I mixed a few cards up here, maybe not. Okay.
Black and colorful foresight. Okay. She'll get you. All right. I'm going to pull a oracle card. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
First one I get in the archetypes is that you have a mentor attribute, Willow, and it says passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. So whether you know it or not, you represent a mentor to some, and they like what you do. They like being with you. They like what your wisdom is and how you pass that wisdom to them. You have another card for peace, contentment, and harmony. Look at that. How beautiful.
Wow, that's stunning.
It is stunning. And the last one I get is you have this devotion that comes your way. And I love this card because it shows how the tree starts at the very bottom and rises to the top with different branches and the sunshine on it. And at the same time, you know that it also goes down into the earth and has roots that go all around. So it anchors that tree. And so they're saying your devotion to what it is you want to do is anchored, but still grows. There you go.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's beautiful. So Willow, for you, I get, I love this, Queen Nefertiti. So look at how she is lit up by the sun.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah. Just stunning. So, and it's all about alchemy. So knowing what you want, going to get it, knowing how to get it, like working with energy. And then I'm going to pull an archetypal. Oh, and I get the poet for you.
Ooh.
I love that.
That's really awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. It's, the light attribute is expresses soul insights in symbolic language. And look at her breath. And she has 2 love doves coming out. So that combined with Queen Nefertiti, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Love that.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Okay. Next.
I guess maybe I need to cut back on cards because we have so many people that want readings. So I'll just be pulling one from now on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I will probably say questions are closed to everybody.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Ooh. So Aquila is the one that we're reading for.
Yeah.
Oh, Aquila. This is a beautiful card. This is number 1, the self. This is a reminder that we may have others around us, but we come into the world by ourselves and we have to leave by ourselves, of course. You can't take things with you, people with you, or whatever. But look at the way your journey is. Your journey is just, you're right in the midst of it, and you're working your way to this higher power. and the clouds are opening up for you. So I say you're in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing.
Yeah, and Keela, so I'm picking cards, and Lord Ganesh fell over, so he wants to come into the card reading. So I'm going to switch cards, but also he is so much about protection too, like Aley was talking about, and also taking away any barriers in front of you, like keeping your path clean. Let's see what we can pull for you here. I am still drawn to Queen Nefertiti too, Akila. I'm just going to pull one of these. Wholeness. So walking into wholeness. Yeah. So beautiful, beautiful.
That's right.
Being able to work with light, but also watch everything that happens around you. Like we were talking about with your archetype that you were working with. I can't pronounce their names, but rolling that hill. But
Sisyphus? You mean Sisyphus? Yeah.
Sisyphus. Yeah. Sisyphus. Yep. Okay. Thanks, Akila. Christine wants $2 million. $2 million.
$2 million. There you go. Christine. I love it when we think of something that was so long ago, but was funny, but we've forgotten about it. So now we can laugh about it again. That's great. Oh, all right. So that's funny that this card comes up, Christine. It says hard work and perseverance and commitment will get you your $2 million. Be busy like a bee. Be busy like a bee. Yeah. You didn't want to get it that way. I know you didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. She goes, oh. So I get let your light shine. Oh. So just knowing that you're right where you need to be right now. And we all are, right?
We are.
Yeah. We're exactly where we need to be. And we don't need to worry about what's here or here because you've got it all. So,
awesome. Wow.
Yeah. And then we'll go to Michelle. Hi, Michelle. How are you doing?
Look at
Michelle
the kitty
would like
cat.
a card, please.
Yes.
Oh my God, that's a cute picture.
You're welcome, Christine. Ooh, Michelle, I get the surrender card. And this has been a word I've heard all week, actually. We need to surrender to that which is going on so that we can allow it to flow in and help us on our way. But it's a beautiful picture, and it shows in the back the beautiful flame. I'm thinking it's the flame that we will get to once we go past where we need to go. So for me, it's almost a portal. It's a portal for you to surrender to, spiritually for sure, and allow whatever's good for you to come in. Thank you.
Wow. And it reminded me of that candle in the wind too. That card.
Yes. Yeah.
I get Khadijah. I cannot pronounce her name. Khadijah. Yeah, Khadijah. Thank you. The mother of believers. I'm spiritually and financially abundant. I provide heaven and earth for myself. Wow. And she is just Miss Thing, Michelle. Look at her. I mean, she's got it all and she owns it. So
she was Muhammad's first wife, and she was older than him and a businesswoman.
That's right.
Yes. She was fabulous. She really was.
Yeah. She owns it.
Yep.
So, and when we let go of everything, then we can't own it. That's the funny part.
Right. That when it doesn't matter, that's when the things flow. Yep. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah. Sunshine Bermuda loves that surrender card.
It's a nice card. Yeah.
Okay. Pierrette would like a card, please.
All right, Pierrette. All right. You can just sit down and wait it out, girl. Okay? I don't know why she's so busy. All right, let me see. I want to make sure I'm reading this card right. I never look at the book. Never, 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 but I got him this time. All right, so the card I got for you, Pierrette, is you do not always control the circumstances of your life, but you do control how you see things and you respond, and this is what determines your inner experience. Train yourself to be both sides of all. So you're getting equanimity. So it's asking you to look at different sides of something, and I think that's why Kuan Yin is facing the other way. It's like we see what's right in front of us, but we don't often see what's around the back or on the side. And so, yeah, I think that's a good message for you. It's also saying be even in the way you think, but I think of the word balance. So there you go.
Yeah, I love equanimity.
Mm-hmm.
And I pulled for you light beings. So, and that's who we all are, right?
Mm-hmm.
So remembering, Pierrette, as you know, that you're a light being, but also look at all the little lights there.
Oh,
and
yeah.
love that the darkness shows the light, like that Rumi poem. So just
I keep thinking, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine.
Yeah, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Somebody's going to give us a $2 million contract.
That's right. That's right.
Barbie, I would love a card, please. Thank you.
Okay. Very good. Ooh. So Marby, I'm getting a very beautiful card here that says stillness, lack of movement. We sometimes think, oh my God, when are things going to change? What's going on? Why doesn't it's asking you to dwell into the stillness of the moment. Actually, Eckhart Tolle talks about stillness speaks if you listen. There you go.
Yeah. I love him.
I know he's very calm and measured. I like him too.
Yeah. Sometimes if I want to sleep, I'll put on one of his books.
There you go.
Just puts me right out. Oh, this is interesting. I like this, Marby. So this is live and learn. I'm patient with myself and energized by learning. So, and I think a lot of us are going through this right now. We're all like we're watching things fall apart, right? Because there's so much chaos on the planet. And we're just watching, we're living, we're learning, and we're patient.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep. It's about all we can do.
Yeah. Yeah. We can be in the habit of, being upset by it, but it doesn't really help.
Right.
Hypnicity would like a card, please.
Okay, yeah.
Miss Hypnicity.
Hip to be square.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, Liz is here. Hi, Liz.
Yes, Linda Bishop, you're right. It is the season of the witch. And Diana's listening. It's Imbolc, Imbolc. And next week, we're going to talk about Saint Bride, who is one of those who is in that group of witchery.
Wow.
Oh, hypnicity, please lighten your load. Remember that Teri told us one of the weeks that Atlas carries the universe, not just you've got the weight of the world on you, honey, for some reason. And so it's asking you to lighten that load.
Yeah. And how many of us have felt like that this week?
I feel the same way. Yeah.
I think it's the energy this week.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get Amaterasu, the goddess of light. We are all sacred mirrors reflecting back the same light. So we're all equal in this. And sometimes, especially in this planet right now, we think other people, oh, they've got it all. Yeah. They're this, they're that. But yeah, we are all, you're everything that you need to be. And when you look at somebody amazing, that's you. So, but not just that. When you look at Princess Diana, and all these archetypes that Aley is talking about and teaches us, it's like, that's you. Those beautiful things about us.
Because we're all one. There is no division. We embody all of those things. So,
yep. Yeah, it's beautiful. Okay. Oh, Carolyn would like a card, please.
Okay, Carolyn.
Yeah, the energy is heavy, isn't it? Well,
you still have hypnicities up on the screen.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, that's all right. I just didn't want
no, thanks. Because I would have done that too.
All right.
Did I say colorful foresight, or who did I say?
You said Carolyn.
Oh, okay. So let's do Carolyn because I goofed and I deleted Carolyn's.
Oh, that happens. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is for Carolyn. All right. Moderation, honey. Moderation. Slow steps. 2 and 7 is a 9. You're finishing up something, and they're asking you to be careful to moderate how much energy you're using for yourself, because self-care is so important. But I see a beautiful space coming. And so, the path winds down, but you don't have to be on that trip and get there right away. You can just, in moderation, get there. And it's like the rabbit and the hare, I'm sorry, the turtle and the hare. You may be the turtle, but the hare is kind of busy over checking this out and over here checking this out. So you get there first. That's right.
Yeah, she's got a lot of energy.
Uh-huh.
I love this with that. So I get whispers. So
that's beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful? And that we've got that blue light coming in, but with that blue light, we get that beautiful pink angelic light that kind of softens things for us. So definitely looking at that. Whispers, just, not looking at things or listening for things so loudly. The whispers that we hear. And I like that. Yeah.
It's like the stillness. That's when you get to hear. What was in the other card, the stillness allows you to listen to what it is that needs to be heard. So.
Yeah. It's really beautiful.
That's right. Hypnicity.
Now, colorful foresight. This one is for you, but you can take that one too, because that one was
why not? Yeah, why not? And she's from New York, so she was laughing at your forget about it.
Oh my gosh. My best friend.
Oh my goodness. I pulled the same card that I pulled for the other, stillness, lack of movement. Whatever it is that's going on in your life, they're asking you to be still and to listen, Sylvia. So there you go. Very interesting that it doesn't matter how many times you shuffle something. If something's meant to come out again, it will. There you go.
Yeah. Carolyn says she's going to thank you and she's going to slow down. So I get joyful expression. And it's safe to let go and have fun. So
there you go.
Time to fly your freak flag there, colorful foresight. You don't already by your name. I think you do.
She does. She's awesome. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to do that tonight.
Good.
I'm watching David Bowie cover band tonight.
Oh my God. I hope they sing Ground Control to Major Tom.
Yeah, I love them. Okay, Galactic Fire t-shirts and tattoos. Would love a card, please.
You get the 3 faces of God.
Wow.
That's a really profound card. You can see that there's sort of a yin and yang around the tree. And you can also see like an eye here in the tree. So it almost looks like it's looking out, but it's not sinister. It's soft eye. and it's a lot of circular motion. So you've got the three faces of God around you, which are Father, Son, Holy Ghost. I'm not a big religious person, but this is a very good card. This is saying you're protected and loved dearly. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I get the Black Madonna for you. Galactic shirts, which I love. Our Lady of the Hermits. I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. But what an aspect of the divine feminine. That reminds me of Diana.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So much like Diana.
So much like her. That's right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We're actually all divine feminine. We just don't accept it. It's like me, just me.
Right.
But we are all part of the collective. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Jazz would love a card.
Hi, Jazz.
Please.
All right.
Jazz.
You're right. Oh, Jazz. Are you going through a transformation? Because that's what this card says. So it's very possible that you have morphed from the caterpillar into the butterfly, and your wings are bringing you higher and higher. The butterfly is always a time of transformation. It could be in your physical life. It could be in your spiritual life. I would say fly high. Fly high, Jess. Wow.
Wow. That's beautiful. Mm-hmm. Whoa. Well, you can't get better than that. Enlightenment.
Oh my God.
Definitely flying with the Arcturians today, Jazz. So look at that beautiful blue light coming in and the light grid going around the planet.
Yeah.
So that's you.
Beautiful. That's beautiful, Jazz.
Bam.
All right. So that's good news for you, Jazz. Maybe you'll be unstuck and get out, as you say, get a new perspective. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Marby says, I would love a card, please.
Okay. Did we not read for Marby already?
I don't know. Marby, did we already read for you? I didn't think we did, but I've been wrong before.
Last night I was having that issue on the Angels card reading because people were putting double, triples, in. And I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that. It makes me.
Oh, I was there when you said that. Yeah.
It was confusing. Well,
my name 20 times.
All right. Well, we can go ahead and read on her.
That's we fine. Did. She said we did read on her.
You did. Okay, good. Because there's some other people later wanted a short reading, so we can.
We can do that. Sharon Donnelly.
Karen Donnelly.
Love a card. More issues to address.
All right, Sharon. Trying to go back to see who it was that came on later and asked for a card.
Candy's asking for a card, and
all right. And I think Sunshine Bermudas and Diana Bowles. Oil Painter did. All right.
Okay. Yeah. What number was that? You see it? I'll look.
It was way back. Okay. All right. Hi, Louisa. It's nice to see you.
Aha.
You find them? Yeah.
I see Barbara.
Oh, Sharon. This is one of my favorite cards from this deck. It's called the Downward Path. And look at the colors. It's as though the whole sky is lit up with, I think it looks like red feathers or red angel wing or something. But it's the downward path, which means that, our paths certainly always go up and ascend, but we have to come back down to earth sometimes and then ascend another mountain or another thing, another issue, unfortunately. So if you're talking about issues, you're on the downward path. So that tells me that it's going to be resolved, hopefully, very soon. I hope so.
Well, this is the second time I pulled this one today. Let your light shine, Sharon.
Yeah.
So just knowing who you are, and standing in your light, sitting in your light, better yet.
That's right.
So knowing who you are, letting your light shine, and your love, your beautiful heart.
Yeah.
Sharon has so much heart.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Let's see. And then we'll go to Candy.
Okay.
May I have a card, please, if there is time?
Yeah, we can make the time. That's awesome.
Miss Candy.
You don't have a show coming up right away, do you?
No, not till 6.
No.
Got all there.
I'm at 7. Yeah. Okay. Time for a nap afterwards.
I do have to find my David Bowie cover band outfit. I have to say that.
Well, then, there you go. You do. You do. Candy, I get such beautiful happiness around you. And,
Wow.
because you are an energy healer, look at the energy that's around you. Oh, my Lord. How beautiful is that? You're just facing the sky and allowing that energy to come down and surround you with love. And there's a butterfly there as well. Wow.
That's beautiful.
Very nice. I feel really happy for you. That's great. Made me happy. Yeah.
I get Meow Shun. So the Princess of Mercy. Giving is receiving. The energy of the universe is merciful. And I believe she's a Dakini of Kuan Yin.
Is she?
So I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, look at her tiger with her. So strength and mercy. Yeah.
Wow. That's
Beautiful.
awesome.
Beautiful. Let's see. Barbara Enro would love a card too if there is time.
Look I love it. She's still celebrating Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. You know what? I almost wanted to leave my tree up till like March because I read an article that said that the lights and the ambiance of it is comforting. So then I remembered I got this one because it's not a Christmas tree. But so that's why I love being in the midst of it.
Yeah. I have we still have our Christmas up. Our holiday.
Do you? Good for you. Yeah. All right, Barbara, I get the mind and meditation. There's the beautiful Tibetan prayer flags that fly in the mountains of Tibet and other places. It's such a sacred place to be. So it's asking you to see if you can go in more. It's hard to meditate for some people, but there are guided meditations you can find on YouTube, and you can lie down and they will guide you into other places, just like Teri does every morning with her daily, meditation. It really changes things. It uplifts, and those prayer flags just flap in the wind. So there you go. Wow.
Yeah. Barbara, I get for you Catherine of Labore. So the patroness of miraculous healing. I am ready to heal. I am worthy of the miracles meant for me. So I think that's about owning our power, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's such a Diana card too. I love that.
Yep.
I think every card today is a Diana card. So
nice. Nice.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah. And then I couldn't find Sunshine's question, so I just pulled up Lovely.
Okay. I think you had one, didn't you, Sunshine? I think so. Yeah. She wanted a $2 million one. She said that would be fine.
No problem.
Okay.
No problem.
$2 million. Yeah. Hi, warrior girl. It's good to see you.
Hey, warrior girl.
All right.
Oh, Linda has white Christmas lights or the lights in her bus. Wow.
There you go. There you go.
We were just talking about that. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I pulled this card called an equal eye, and it's a 16, which is a 7. And I think what it's trying to tell us is it doesn't matter how big something is. Everything is equal in importance. And we can see that, of course. They say when you die, you're buried right beside, the trash guy is buried next to what, the bank president or the millionaire, because that's the way we are. We're just all the same. So you are equal in the eyes of God, and everything don't worry about the size of something or the vast knowledge of something. because you know what you need to know, and your teacher will come and show you anything that you might still want to know. So there you go.
Wow. Amazing. So I get being grateful for the storm. So I'm open to the blessings of the storm. You know, and sometimes like we get a cold or something and we have to take a few days off.
Right.
Allowing ourselves the grace of a nice bed, a nice pillow, turning on your TV, a cup of hot chocolate or chai or we're having cacao every morning now. And it's a nice giving yourself a treat, you know.
There you go.
Taking care of yourself in that storm.
It's nature's way of saying, okay, you didn't want to take a break, so I'm going to make you take one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If you don't listen, man.
Oh, fudge pops. There you go, Willow.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. For your scratchy throat. That's right.
We just started getting the ice cream sandwiches from Whole Foods, the organic ones.
Oh, yeah.
That's trouble.
Such a great treat. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Delicious. Diana, oil painter, would like a card, please.
Changing energy for all. Okay, sweetie.
Yeah.
What do we got? You want a card, Caramel? I know, but I know it's been an hour. So, but there's nothing I have.
Got one more after this.
Yeah. Ooh, Diana. I know you're driving. Wow. I'm going to put it up so if you want to look at it later, it's gorgeous.
Wow.
It's exactly what you are. And it's a good message for the collective. Be of service. Be of service. You got the service card and look at the light. There's a lot of light around. And being the service of something is smiling at somebody, is holding the door for somebody. It's saying, oh, I love your earrings. It's whatever it is. That's being of service just as much as anything else we could do. And Diana, you are always of service. So there you go. Wow. I've never gotten that card. That's great.
I've never seen it. That's beautiful. Yeah. So, Diana, I get transformation for you. And got amazing energy around it, just like you do. And all that energy spilling out. And I feel like every minute for you is a transformation. You know, if you knew Diana like I know Diana.
She's amazing. She really is amazing. Yeah.
She is. Yeah. And it's so fun to be with her and to have every minute exciting. And you know, she and my daughter are texting each other now. They're just
that's awesome.
These little Geminis.
Yes, that's true.
Cracking me up. Okay. And then Aaron Mist. I love the name, Aaron Mist.
I know. Louisa, I'm glad to see you here. And thank you for being here today.
Yeah.
Oh, Diana, you were at a red light, so you got to see it, huh? Oh, good. Yeah. That's right, warrior girl. Just smiling at somebody, saying hello to somebody. You know what else I think is really, I'm a weirdo because I've been in a store before and a guy's gotten a 6-pack of beer and he's gotten some potato chips and I can see him standing there and I said, don't forget the dip. You know, he just kind of looks at me like I'm a dip. And then he's like, oh yeah. I'm a dipshit. I'm a dipshit.
You know, it does change lives, though. You don't know what somebody's going through in their life, and
that's right. You can make a difference.
Powerful, yeah. A smile, yeah.
Oh wow! So, Louisa, you got beyond pleasure. I don't know what could be better than pleasure, but they're saying beyond pleasure is around you, and look at the spiral that's in this beautiful picture. I'm sensing that you are able to see the beauty and it brings you great pleasure. It brings you pleasure beyond what normal pleasure is. It's almost like an aha moment. Take the time to stop and see it and enjoy it because there's all kinds of things that are right at our feet or within 5 feet of us that we can enjoy and be pleasurable. Thank you.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm just going to mention that Carolyn's mentioning that it's Peter's birthday on Tuesday. So You have to keep it quiet because he's out of the room right now.
Okay. Wow. We're going to have a ball.
We're going to have a party. And I love this. I get Soul Song for you, Aaron Myth, which is beautiful to go along with that. So,
oh yeah, that's beautiful. God.
Yeah, listening to the harmony in your heart. Also, I'm hearing that song, that David Bowie song that's been going in through my head all week. Nothing's going to touch you in your golden years.
Oh,
it's like golden, boom, boom, boom.
Oh, oh boy.
Yeah. So walking
asked you if it
was
there's a name for the band. I think they put it in here.
Oh, I didn't see that. It's the Band That Fell to Earth is the name of the band, and they're actually a Talking Heads tribute band.
Oh, okay.
And I think they're they're a Midwestern band, but they tour the Midwest. But they're always a sellout. They're doing 3 days at a place here, and they're always a sellout.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have time to give one for Leah. She says hi in my team.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have a good time listening to Bowie tonight. Dancing, Sharon.
That's
being
awesome.
Dancing girl.
There's a concert that I want to see, and it's not regular Queen because it has Adam Lambert in it, and I don't care for him. But there's a Mark Martel he sings just like Freddie Mercury, and he's in this Queen tribute band that goes all around the world, but it's never come to Seattle, so I don't know if they will, but he's Canadian, and very nice voice. Very nice voice.
Wow.
All right. So, Leah, I'm getting energy that includes intensity, passion, and power. It's like a crack of lightning is coming your way to give you the energy you need in order to enjoy your passion and your power in whatever it is that you feel. And because we're so tired, because the collective is tired, because of the solar storms and all that, we need that energy. And once that comes back to you, run with it. Yeah.
That's amazing. I love that card. Dang. So I get another really powerful card for you, Leah. Expansion. So, and all that beautiful purple light through your crown chakra and the Merkaba. So traveling, I don't know where you're going at night, but
maybe she doesn't either, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as she's protected. Hi, Jan's Free. It's nice to see you, dear.
Oh, Lori's giving us some David Bowie things to watch.
All right.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, my heating and cooling guy is it's the name of his business is Hotter Than Hell Heating and Cooling.
That's cute.
He's in a Kiss tribute band, and I can just never watch him without laughing.
Oh yeah, sure.
But he's adorable.
Under Pressure is really one of my very favorite Bowie. Well, Bowie and Mercury made up that like in an afternoon. He was in Montreux, and he met up with Freddie, and he said, "Let's just throw it together something." And so they both did it in like half an hour, and then it to me it's a beautiful combination of the two of them singing with the band. Yeah,
got it straight from source, I bet.
Yes, he did. They did.
Yeah, so much so. Yeah.
Oh, Candy, enjoy your crystal readings. Yeah, that's great.
Wow. All right, everybody. Have a great afternoon, evening, and weekend. And what do you have coming up here, Aley?
I do a satiric look with at politics with storytelling in the cards. 7:00 Pacific tonight with Valerie Klingbeck and Marina Shelton, and it's satire. We're horrible. We are, and it's really good to let go. It's really good to do it. But a lot of people are like, but that's what it's for. So, how about you? You're on with who at 6?
I'm going to be on with Sherry, Voices from the Swamp at 6 Central. Yeah. So we're going to do a show together, and then I'm going to My girlfriend's coming to pick me up, and I'm gonna be in
There
my
you go.
outfit, ready to
There you
dance.
go.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Well, you have a wonderful time. Thank you
Well,
so much.
thanks. You
Yeah.
too. Everybody have a great
Everybody,
night.
thank you for being with us.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.